What if you felt like it was like your last option, like before you went broke?
Here we go. Nah, man.
You still not opening up shop online?
Opening up shop online is crazy. Man, it's many ways, man. It's other
nigga,
ways.
yeah, you got $10.99, $20.99.
Nah. This price, that price.
Yeah, they got deals and sales.
Nah, man.
You can do BOGOs.
Hell no, layaway.
You might be able to lay away some videos.
You can definitely use your Klarna payments.
Can you Klarna OnlyFans?
I don't know, man. I wouldn't put it past them. I see it everywhere.
If you can Klarna OnlyFans, the game is going to change.
We'll see. Maybe we can use the Apple Pay later.
Using Apple Pay later.
For the OnlyFans?
For naked is crazy.
That's funny. That's funny, man.
Episode 226 of the Rise and Grind podcast. Your boy Roderick in the building.
I'm Cari, man. We here in the building.
We back. It's Monday.
Yes, sir.
How you feeling? How was your weekend?
I feel good. Overall, man. I had a great, long, productive weekend. I'll start really on Friday where we left off on the last episode. So Friday, just finished work. Just relaxed at the crib, man. I didn't do nothing, just catching up on sleep. I had said previously, this week was just really long, man. I was really wasn't getting like good sleep. So Friday, I was like, man, let me just stay at the house, relax, chill, don't do nothing. So that's what I did. Saturday morning, woke up. The first thing I had to do was a Bible study. So I hit that in the morning. Once I was done with that, I had to finish, like I mentioned before, I'm getting the crib, my bathroom redone, right? So just having to go to the stores to buy supplies. Like I spent all Saturday evening out.
Word.
Man, just buying stuff, man. It's been a long process, but what else did I do on Saturday? I think that was it, bro. Yeah. Once I came home, like I really just relaxed, chilling, and then Sunday, man, we here.
Okay. Yeah. Is this when I get into my week?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Friday was good. Nice short day. The kids get out early on Friday, so that's always good. We have a school faculty meeting around the same time that we would usually be in or ending school with the kids from 3 to 4. They got out at like 2:35, some shit like that. So we start our meeting at 3. We get out early. We did something interesting this time. The counselor had us write down the mood that we were in, and everybody's different paper that they wrote it down on was color coded differently. Mm-hmm. So the different groups, all right, they were all like, say you were green, like green, orange, yellow. Those were the different colors, but everybody had to write down their mood. And then everybody that had picked up a certain color, the ones that were the same, broke off into like focus groups. And we had to like sit there, and it was basically a counseling session and describe our mood. And everybody put their mood down in the middle, face down to where you couldn't see it. And we went person to person around a circle, picking one up. And then once we said a mood, like one would be blessed, the other, I put focused. Some would say all kinds of things. And we would all go around the room on what we'd be blessed for, what we're focused on.
That's pretty cool. A little icebreaker.
Yeah, it was cool. But
what color did you pick?
Orange. But I didn't pick. It's like I was late coming into the meeting. Like me and the principals, we always talk a little bit before we go into the meetings. So when we walked in, everybody had already picked their colors. We just got handed them.
Okay.
But it was cool. I'd rather not do. I've never been to counseling or therapy before. I would rather not do it in a group to start. I'd rather do it personal. Because they started to get into different things after that. And a lot of them are much older than me. They're into their 30s, 40s, 50s. And they went around and asked the question, like, what's your why? And I was like, I don't really know yet. And everybody else had these solid ass answers. And I was stuck here and I was like, all right, fuck. Now I'm ready to leave.
They got irritated.
Yeah.
Now you want to go home.
Yeah, like now I'm like, fuck this counseling shit, man. Look what y'all made me do in front of everybody.
You spoiled.
I'd rather do that shit like
I know, bro.
In counseling on my own. Like, don't let everybody see I don't know my why yet.
Now I'm embarrassed.
Nigga, everybody knew they fucking my why is to serve God and help up. And I'm like, fuck, I could have said that. But I'd already, they give you the option to pass. I was like, I don't know mine yet, so I just got to pass.
So you had already went.
Yeah, and then niggas were like, mine is to be a servant of the Lord and to help the children. And I'm like, oh, fuck, man. Like, now I don't know anything.
Yeah, I feel that.
Fuck these niggas, man. Still finding my why. And that's okay, right?
Yeah, of course, man. Life gonna bring you challenges and bumps in the roads all the time, so you can always change your purpose or your why. Like, it's no.
Yeah, and them niggas have been in the business like 5, 10, 15 years, and they're like, I know my purpose is to be here with the kids. And I don't know that. I don't know that yet.
Yeah, I can be honest and say like my 18 why compared to my 26 why is completely different.
Yeah, like I can't say I would be here. I know for sure, especially, shout out to Rise and Grind podcast, I wouldn't be here forever. But even if this was like my plan, I don't think this is what I would be doing in 10 years. I don't.
Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm just being honest.
Yeah, like I figure my OnlyFans would be hidden by then.
It should.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause,
we get a little lit, like.
Facts. I mean, you dress nice. You're a cool guy. You should get numbers.
Said you're a cool guy.
You should get some numbers,
I'm just kidding, man.
Eventually.
I would never do such a thing. And y'all probably think I'm joking when I'm saying that. I'm being dead ass. That's actually wild. I would never be the OnlyFans guy. Yeah, that's a wild thing to actually go through with.
Yeah, I love you to death. You're my brother.
Yeah, I would never do that.
But I would look at you different.
Yeah, I would never.
I'd be like, yo, what's up, man?
Come on now.
You know I gotta be seen with you in public.
Come on now, I never do that.
Of course,
but
I'm just letting it be known.
Question: what if you felt like it was like your last option, like before you went broke?
Here we go. Nah, man.
You still not opening up shop online?
Opening up shop online is crazy, man. It's many ways, man. It's other ways.
Yeah, you got $10.99, $20.99.
Nah, this price, that price.
Yeah, they got deals and sales.
Nah, man.
You can do BOGOs.
Hell no, layaway.
You might be able to lay away some videos.
You can definitely use your Klarna payments.
Can you Klarna OnlyFans?
I don't know, man. I wouldn't put it past them. I see it everywhere.
If you can Klarna OnlyFans, the game is going to change.
We'll see. Maybe we can use the Apple Pay later.
Using Apple Pay later
for the OnlyFans
for naked bitches is crazy.
That's funny. That's funny, man.
All right, man. But hopefully I'm never down and out like that. Immortality. We read a report. I think, Cari, you had more on it. It basically was saying by the year 2030, immortality for humans is going to be an option.
Supposedly, man. This is a Google scientist. Why is it always the people that's in-house that always try to release this information?
What is a Google scientist?
A Google scientist? I don't know. Maybe he worked for Google.
Okay.
And he's a scientist.
Or maybe he's just like so on Google, he calls himself a scientist of Google.
It says
he probably don't know shit.
He's a computer scientist and former Google engineer.
Never mind. I'll walk it back, guys.
So he's a Google scientist.
Go ahead.
For sure. But yes, this guy's name is Kernswell. It says he has accurately prophesied technological achievements in the past, including the widespread use of laptops and an IBM computer's win over the world chess champion Garry Kasparov, inspiring a cult following. What is this? Among other future thinkers. Okay, maybe he's an important guy.
Okay, so basically he's inspiring others to press forward into the future, and he predicts the shit out of everything.
I guess, man. But the topic, though, immortality. How do you feel about that? Do you believe in that? Do you think that's something that's needed for society? What are your thoughts?
Do I believe in immortality in the natural form? No, but I always felt like we would get to a point in time where there could be a chip placed in or something could happen that can ultimately keep your heart beating forever. Now, do I think it's going to make you're going to keep getting older and I feel like you're just going to be a piece of shit just laying there that can't die.
That's my thing. Like, I don't think it's natural. Like we're supposed to like
I would never do this.
pass away. You know what I mean? I don't want to be old, 200, 300 years old. Like that's weird to me.
Here, Deep Roderick goes getting Deep Roderick again. This seems like some sort of weird tactic to get your soul to not move somewhere else.
What do you mean by that?
Exclusive content. You can find out.
Oh
No, it just sounds like some weird shit. Like why would you want to keep people alive forever? What do you need that for?
Facts. Maybe those organs, man.
You could do that with dead people.
Nah, yeah, I don't know. But that makes me think of the conversation with the whole, organ donor situation, especially within the African American community. Like, why are we stealing organs? Why are we trying to live forever? Like, what's the purpose?
I don't know if there's correlation, but I don't know. I really don't know what the point. I mean, I know what the point is to living forever. Everybody would want to live forever. But does everyone want to live forever?
I don't think so. I think
it sounds good.
I think it's a cliche a little bit because it do sound good, but really, do you want to live forever? I don't know if I want to live forever. I want to live a long time. Yes, of course, but like forever, I don't know. I don't feel like we supposed to live forever.
You're not, but also like I feel like I may be chilling if I find out like I could never die. Like I could get hit by a car and never die.
Yeah, maybe so.
I could get shot 17,000 times. I'm immortal, nigga.
Who are you, Hancock?
No. Watch it, bud.
John Hancock.
Watch it, bud. But like imagine the ops can't never spin.
The ops can't never spin. I mean, yeah, for a hood nigga.
Oh, I would talk so much shit.
A hood nigga? Oh, bro, that would be the most gangster nigga.
Fuck you gonna do? Blast me, nigga? Do it, bitch.
Yeah. Nah, the hood don't need that. The hood don't need immortality.
Oh my god. Don't let the hood get to 2030.
the whole hood not get to 2030 is crazy.
Just think about what we saw these niggas do with them racks in 2020.
Mm-hmm. With the PPP.
All them niggas going to get immortality put in. And they talking shit to the ops.
Yeah.
And they spinning on all the niggas that don't got immortality.
Damn. Is this population control now?
Maybe so. Think about it like this. How do you give a nigga the death penalty that's immortal? Do you gotta surgically take that thing out, kill him?
Yeah, probably.
I gotta find where it is, burn it in. I gotta find wherever that bitch is, burn it in my skin.
Nah, dude, you don't want that.
Now I'm plotting on that immortality. Stop playing.
You got it, man. Don't come for me. Just let me.
I'm plotting on them immortality vibes.
Just let me do my thing, man.
So you're not with it?
Nah, I'm good.
It's gonna be me and them AI niggas rocking out.
All them Allen Iversons.
No, Corey. Artificial intelligence.
Yeah, I know, bro. Bro, don't act like I didn't know that. You really think I didn't know that?
I don't know.
It's supposed to be a joke. You're supposed to laugh. All right, y'all. We be back. We gonna pay some bills. We'll be right back.
Oh shit, Corey wanna fight. Nah, let's go ahead and move on though. Are you ready to get into music?
What we got up, man?
This weekend, I cannot lie to you. I gotta give another air horn.
Okay.
This was the best weekend in music all year to me.
Okay.
Albums dropped, deluxes to albums dropped, and no project they released was bad to me. There was nothing poor that came out. Everything was top-notch, A+ quality music that came out.
Okay.
Should we start with Tyler, the Creator?
Yeah.
Call Me If You Get Lost, the estate sale. The deluxe for Tyler, the Creator's album, it released. I got to get to actually how many songs this was, but I was so impressed by this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 new songs. I was so impressed.
Why is that?
Not only is the beat selection incredible, we knew DJ Drama was going to do his thing on this. these are throwaways from Call Me If You Get Lost. These are tracks that just didn't make the album. These, to me, are better than some of the songs on the album. And those songs are amazing.
Right.
It's incredible.
Won a Grammy once again.
He has some of the highest of the highs on here, stuntman shit like that. The B cuts, What a Day, Heaven to Me, Sorry Not Sorry, amazing. He was versatile on Boyfriend, Girlfriend, literally. The features were hidden. Everything about this was fire.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it? I give this an A+ for a deluxe. Amazing.
I loved every song.
Okay.
Every song. 8 songs, like you said, in total. I loved every one. Same thing you said, just the overall quality of the songs. These are these are finished tracks. This could have been, like you mentioned, this could have been its own entire EP.
Yeah.
Worth of 8 songs that I know he wanted to deluxe it, but he could have dropped this as a separate project and would be doing numbers right now. Not to say that he's not. You know what I mean? But that's just how good this project is, man. I was very impressed as well. Numbers. Some of my favorites, What a Day, like you mentioned, Heaven to Me. I'm coming in with the song of the week for that. Boyfriend, Girlfriend, Sorry Not Sorry, Dog Tooth, like we mentioned, bro, on the last episode. But
Wharf Talk, everything that you said is one of my favorites. Wharf Talk is also one of my favorites. ASAP did what he needed to do. ASAP has been going fucking crazy, Corey.
He hasn't missed since he came back, like 2022. Last year, he was dropping like those songs. Remember, he did the video with Rihanna.
That's my bitch. That shit. Yeah. He hasn't missed.
He hasn't missed on anything. So yeah, I agree. His feature there was nice, man. Vince Staples is the other feature.
I was gonna say his feature is nice.
Nice. And then the other one on Boyfriend, Girlfriend is YG. And that's a song to Tyler. He said that they made that in 2020. So it's just like, just overall, the nigga's catalog, his bag is insane. If, like you mentioned, if he has these in the tuck and he put out a whole album that won a Grammy once again, so a very motivated and acknowledged person, bro. So like to have this amount of hits that niggas haven't even heard, it just leads to that conversation that I kind of want to bring back up. We talked about previously, you mentioning Tyler, Creator being that next guy.
I was about to talk about it. I texted you over the weekend and I said, I won't say I spoke it up or anything like that because of course I can't do shit like that. Tyler, the Creator, has truly gotten to the point where he might have stepped into the biggest rapper out right now. If we were to do a heat check on rappers right now, Tyler, the Creator, would have to sit at number 1 right here. Who's bigger right now and more active than Tyler, the Creator?
I don't know. Like A-list, I don't know.
I'm just talking about sometimes we see posts come out and they have heat checks on who the hottest at the time is for this month, this year. If we were to talk April 2023, Tyler, the Creator, is number 1. And if not, it's some of these producers. Is it because nobody's dropped?
I don't want to just say it's just that. Yes, that plays a factor, but
Tyler's all over the place, though.
Tyler is just that good. He's just a guy that every year with every project, he got better. He improved. He understood how to make quality music. You know what I mean? And not to say that his songs in the past weren't good. It's just he came in so different from everybody. So you had to really make a decision like, do I want to listen to this music or not? Like the whole Odd Future era, everybody, it was just like, it was a lot of things that we just were abnormal. I'm not going to say it was weird. It was just abnormal.
The Yonkers video.
Yeah, we had never seen that in rap. You know what I mean?
I told Cari, we were talking about this in pre-production, whether you loved Tyler, the Creator, or hated him back then, you had something to say, especially when that Yonkers video came out. That's what really put him on. In less than 6 minutes, he ate a cockroach, denounced Jesus, and hung himself on TV. And they aired that shit too.
That's sick. That's pretty sick. They did air that on TV. Yeah.
It's polarizing. I even talked to you about being in 8th, 9th grade when we discovered Earl's sweatshirt. And I forgot what it was that he did, but I guess it was some video They were supposed to be on drugs. They were bleeding out their eyes, shit like that.
Yeah, it was just a crazy video. They were skating, falling off the ramps, and technically injuring themselves, like you said, and bleeding out. It was just, it was a lot of crazy things going on in that video.
Whether it was fake or not, it was wild to see at 13, 14.
15,
it's 2011. Sure. It's back when YouTube can still pass with a little gory video until it finally gets pulled off. Damn. But you either loved them or hated them.
Exactly.
I wasn't a fan back then.
Me neither.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I was not listening to it. After the Yonkers, it was like, yo, this is, like I said, it was just a different type of rap that we were not prepared for yet.
And the thing is, I'll listen to Yonkers and go back and bang that hoe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was not prepared for that.
No, man.
Some niggas weren't prepared for Yeezus.
Exactly. But yeah, hip hop, man, just as a whole, just wasn't prepared. But like I mentioned earlier, you just fast forward with each project, man. He just stuck to his craft.
That's why you can't write somebody completely off.
He just kept getting better, and now we see him at the point going back once again, like you said, like yeah, he could be that guy.
He's got a Hulu documentary out now, and Pharrell was saying what you just said, but he was saying he's the only rapper. He was like, think about it. He is the only rapper that has been in the game this long and has just gotten better and better and better with each and every single album. He was like, nobody else has done that. I was like, oh, maybe you are. Maybe you are right.
Right.
Can you think of rappers in the game that have, over a span of 10 to 12 years, only gotten better and better and better? Or if you think about their discography from start to finish, it's only better and better and better?
It's a few. He's going
to say J. Cole.
I was going to say Kendrick first. A flawless discography?
I would say Kendrick until Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
You can argue that, yeah, whatever. It's still new. Maybe one day we'll put that in the basket. I'm just saying.
Above the other ones?
I'm not putting it above. I'm just saying just as a flawless discography. Like,
oh, no, he still has a flawless discography. I
wasn't ranking it at all.
I meant progressively got better and better and better.
So you're saying you think Kendrick got worse?
No, I think he did until Mr. Morale, and it wasn't the way it just steady incline.
Okay. Of course I gotta say Cole, man. Come on now. You can say Kanye.
I can't.
Really?
I cannot.
You can't say he got better. There's no cutoff point.
There was a point where he started to completely shift the game. But if you sit here and tell me that Ye is better than any of his albums before,
no, I say, what's your cutoff point? You can have a cutoff point.
My cutoff point is Yeezus. Because I love everything Kanye did. I love The Life of Pablo. I love Ye. I love Kids See Ghost. I love Donda. But those works are not better than his previous ones. When you think about College Dropout and then moving on to Late Registration, moving on to Graduation, you can even argue with 808s, but then you can say he shifted the whole game with 808s. So he stays on an incline. Then you move on to My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, pinnacle. He's staying on an incline. Yeezus, he changes the game again, incline again. And then we go to The Life of Pablo. I don't think he shifted the game. I don't think it was the most premier rap from Kanye West. I don't think his beats hit the way they used to. Do I love it still? Yes, because he's able to change with the game. When Life of Pablo dropped in 2016, it sounded like 2016. He was able to move effortlessly with time. He's Kanye West. He's my favorite. But no, I can't say he's progressively gotten better with each project.
Makes sense. I understand. I got one, Travis Scott.
I was going to say Travis Scott.
We can argue that for sure.
Travis Scott.
Yeah, with every project he got better.
Has progressively gotten better with every project.
Yeah. I was trying to think of some more. I couldn't really think of anybody. Of course, Drake. But there's a cutoff point for Drake as well.
There was a short cutoff point for Drake.
I mean, but it's Drake. Like, this nigga, he's never not been on top, even if we don't feel as good about the albums. Like, to a certain point, he's always been at the top, so it don't even fucking matter.
True.
But, yeah, I don't know anybody else, though, that I can just name right now that progressively just got better and better and better.
Yeah, when you think about Tyler's albums, and he has quite a few.
About 5, 6, I believe.
But yeah, they just go up and up.
Yeah, he got better.
And up. Especially, and this is also noted in the documentary, when he hits that switch in 2017 with Flower Boy, it was just on and on from there. But yeah, from Goblin and on, it was just up and up and up and up.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite album from Tyler?
No, but if I have to choose one, it's gonna be between Igor or Call Me If You Get Lost.
Okay, mine is probably gonna be between Igor and Flower Boy. Flower Boy is amazing. That was the first one he was nominated for a Grammy on. He didn't win that year. That's why the nigga just went harder and harder. Dropped Igor next. He won Rap Album of the Year for that one. But Igor is probably my favorite. I'll remember that forever. That's one of my favorite albums that's ever dropped, ever. But we can get out of Tyler, the Creator's album. Like I said, Deluxe gave it an A+, especially since this album originally dropped in 2021.
Yes, sir.
No Deluxe the entire 2022. And it didn't drop at the end of 2021 either. I think it dropped in the summers or something like that. But we can go ahead and move on. Or do you have a date on it?
June.
Yeah, it did drop summer to 2021. He waited a year and a half on this, almost 2. But we were already in Tyler, the Creator and DJ Drama. Might as well stay in DJ Drama. He dropped an album too, entitled I'm Really Like That.
I'm really like that.
And let me let y'all know, DJ Drama is really like that.
Yeah, man.
This was 14 songs, 45 minutes. It's not too long of an album. So if you want to give that a spin, get that a spin. I think this project was amazing. Hella features, of course, because he's a producer. And he's really just putting the beats on for his acts to go crazy on. Tyler, the Creator, Lil Baby, Roddy Ricch, 42 Doug, Rick Ross, West Side Gun, I think. Yeah, West Side Gun's on here. Vori, Simba, Wiz Khalifa, T.I., Jack Harlow, Fabulous, Benny the Butcher, Offset, Moneybagg Yo, Boosie, OMB Peasy, Jeezy, everybody.
Star-studded.
Everybody is on this
lineup.
Fucking album.
Yeah.
A Boogie, let me not forget to mention him. Nipsey.
Yes, we did get that Nipsey
A
track.
finished, amazing Nipsey verse. I was gonna use that for Song of the Week, but I ended up going with a different one that's also on this album, that Jack Harlow. I can't even begin. I told y'all I was gone over these albums that dropped this weekend. I heard all of them at least 2 or 3 times. I can't even begin on how crazy these beats on this album are, Cari. You heard, we went through it basically an entire time. Mm-hmm. And there were some that stuck out to you, like that Jack Harlow beat.
Yeah.
It was called Mockingbird Valley. Why does he get the greatest fucking names for songs? Do they just hand these names to Jack? Churchill Downs.
Churchill Downs.
Mockingbird Valley.
Yeah.
This nigga has Drake-type titles.
And Drake-type beats.
Nobody else on this album got a track name like that.
It's Jack, man. You know, come home, the kids miss you. Young Harleezy.
All right, don't do that. No. Young Harleezy.
I was looking for that. I was like, it's another one. I know it's another one out there. Young Harleezy, man.
Now, but some standouts for me, of course, I got to go with the single from the album, I Ain't Gonna Hold You, DJ Drama and Jeezy. Was that on DJ Drama and Jeezy's album too?
It was.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Yep. I don't know if I'm saying this right. Andale, DJ Drama and Offset. Of course, like I said, Mockingbird Valley, DJ Drama, Jack Harlow, Ray's Different, Jeezy, Nipsey. I can't remember who else is on there. There's 2 more. The Free Game featuring 42 Doug, the Roddy Ricch track. It's got Lil Wayne and Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane was really the standout to me on that. And there was one more. This was stacked though. I'm sorry for not remembering all this, y'all. This was stacked. The Boosie track. Mm. Between OMB Peasy and Boosie, we didn't even know who the fuck was who for a second, because that nigga sounded like Peasy sounded like old school Boosie on there.
Young Boosie, yeah.
And then we finally heard Boosie's verse, or I finally heard Boosie's verse, and I was like, okay, There's Boosie. He sounds like Boosie today, but the track was super Louisiana. Yeah, those are just some of my standouts. But there's 14 tracks. Check that out. Corey, how'd you feel about what you heard from it?
Yeah, so pre-production was the first time, and like we said, we just had it on as we were setting up and things. But it's something I'm gonna have to just play some more. But from the songs that I did hear, agree with you. It does sound, the quality of it sounds good, is what I like. And I feel like he had great selection on the song. So the one that you mentioned, Ray's Different. So that's Nipsey, Jeezy, and then Blast is on there. So I just feel like he had like the perfect person for every part of the song that's needed. So on there you get 2 verses, obviously, from the rappers. Then you have Blast on the hook. Going back to the Boosie song, it's kind of like a before and then after type shit. Like it's a young Boosie sound, and then it's a old, like the new Boosie sound. You know, just like I feel like the selection, the artist selection, bro, he did a great job of just putting niggas on songs where they fit and where the beat aligns to their flow or their style of rap from the songs that I did here. So yeah, I'm definitely just gonna have to check this out some more. I am surprised in it only having 14 songs. I was thinking this is something DJ Drama would give us like 25, 30 songs, right?
I'm glad we only have 14 songs.
Me too.
It's very concise.
Right.
He was very
Specific.
He was very specific and limited with his track list.
Yeah.
And he did exactly what he needed to do with it. I hate to be the comparing guy, but y'all know I'm the comparing guy.
Uh-huh.
I was sitting here listening to the album, and I was like, damn, why couldn't DJ Khaled do this with his albums?
You know why?
He wants the big ones? But these are the big ones.
He has the names, yes. But like I just mentioned with DJ Drama, picking certain beats that fit that
is
artist.
Quality music.
You know what I mean?
For
like,
those artists, yes.
DJ Khaled, yes, it may be a crazy beat and we love it.
But he's just throwing everybody on that beat.
And he has a theme, right? He comes out in the summer, he wants to turn up, make you feel good, dancey type music, right? So yes, it's a very loud and vibrant beat. And he goes and just puts all of the biggest artists in the world on the song. And it's like, bro, they don't even fit on that song. You could put them on something else and make your album great. Just like we talked about DJ Drama doing. But yeah, I hate to compare it to, but that's why Khaled ain't hit since 2016. Because he not, to me.
He's not taking the time to figure out, this track sounds best with this person.
Exactly.
He's really just putting beats together and picking, hey, let's just get this on that one, this on that one. Let's get a video tied up and let's roll it out.
I love DJ Khaled, man, but he's just in it for the viral moment these days. And that's just something DJ Drama just wasn't to me with this album. This wasn't to go viral. This is just to put out quality.
Is there something wrong with that
music
to you for DJ Khaled just being for the viral moment? Because there's a part of me that I say yes, and the other part of me says you've smoked it from the late 90s all the way up until 2016. Does he get to enjoy some fuck off time?
Maybe. And I think also just up until this point, that is just the charisma that he's built with himself. Like, it would be kind of hard for DJ Khaled to rebrand on some shit to me right now. If he wasn't doing the corny shit, jumping in the pool, God did, all these like one things that stick with us and we remember. If he wasn't doing that, if he just went like calm, he may lose some flame that he has. You know what I'm saying? Like, we get excited and we get pumped up for DJ Khaled because of his antics. What if he goes on an album rollout and just stays quiet?
I would love it. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I would love it, but will it help his career? That's what I'm saying. I think he has to be this way.
DJ Khaled would have to go away for a while to come back and not be loud on the promo. If he were to go away for 3-4 years and then all of a sudden we got rumblings in the industry that DJ Khaled was working on a brand new album, you don't got to promo that. You don't got to say shit. You don't got to say the blah, blah, blah vocals are here. The Drake vocals are here.
Yeah, that's what it is.
We don't have to do that. He doesn't have to jump in the pool with all of his clothes, shoes, and socks, watches.
Right. God did.
At a point like that where he'd be missed, he could just drop.
But guess what?
It's not gonna happen.
Not happening, man.
Yeah, I know.
Not these days. Nobody wants to take time off these days. And I get it, I understand, but Jesus.
And he like you said, could he rebrand? He could definitely rebrand at that point.
If he took time off, yeah, of course.
He could be the quiet DJ Khaled from that point.
Yeah. Maybe so. Maybe so.
Maybe one day. I mean, everybody cools off at one point or at some point, should I say?
I think DJ Khaled is on his way there. He's not fully cooled off. He did just drop last year.
And that was, even though we don't hold it to the highest of regard,
It had hits.
still a huge album.
Yeah, he had hits on there for sure.
Absolutely.
So,
Still alive?
Staying alive.
Oh, yeah, I'm staying alive.
Yeah.
He had the God Did track.
Jay-Z,
Yep.
Wayne, Ross, if I'm not mistaken, was on there too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, just a great song. A great project.
He had
with some
he had a
great
Billboard #1 track on there. Staying Alive.
songs. That went #1.
Went #1.
Wow. Drake. Yeah, man. But that was we were really talking about DJ Drama. We could move on from that if you ready.
Yeah, I'm ready to move on.
Okay. But yeah, check that out. I'm gonna definitely come back on Thursday and have more to say about that once I get some more time spent. But let's move on, man. What we got?
Larry June and The Alchemist, The Great Escape.
Sheesh.
We've been waiting on this album to drop, Cari.
All month.
We just knew there was going to be something about a mixture of Larry June and The Alchemist.
Mm-hmm.
Something about those beautiful, something about The Alchemist beats. When you close your eyes, you can just see the waves splashing up against some nice rocks.
Man, you know what's
You
crazy?
know what I mean?
I was gonna come in the same way. I promise you. Alchemist, specifically this album, but just in general, he knows how to create a setting. When he has his beats and he adds those different sounds, like you say, you can close your eyes and I'm like, damn, I'm on an ocean right now. I'm on a beach.
Listening to The Alchemist, you can close your eyes and think about it like this. You're on the back of a truck somewhere in Italy,
Yeah.
driving through the fields to a wine and food country. And you looking over at the ocean, it's splashing against the rocks. You holding wine in your hand already.
Beautiful, dog. That's beautiful.
That's what The Alchemist beats scream to me.
Yeah.
Just aesthetic.
Yep.
It's beauty listening to The Alchemist. And to be completely honest, Larry June's style of slow, player, cool, calm, collective bars fits over this amazing. It's like putting a warm medium steak over mashed potatoes, nigga.
That's funny.
Them niggas are like mashed potatoes and steak. What else goes good? Peanut butter and jelly.
Oh,
They just put the fucking peanut butter and jelly down together.
Yeah.
Yeah. This album is incredible. This might be my favorite Larry June album to date.
Man, that's great. I mean, I'm not gonna argue that with you. So another thing, just what you mentioned about the setting, The Alchemist, Larry's titles for his songs also adds to creating that setting for me. You have songs like Turkish Cotton.
Cari, this is crazy because I didn't even think about that when I was making that statement. And I didn't even pay too much attention to the names of the album while I was listening. That's insane. Go on. Yeah.
But I was just going to name some songs. Turkish Cotton. Then you have Summer Rain, Porsches in Spanish, Ocean Sounds, which is a crazy song. What Happened to the World? Barricade Lightning. Éxito. You know what I mean? It puts you in a place, man. When you listen to the music, it takes you there. It carries you there. But
I felt like I was somewhere in Europe.
I just would say Italy.
Sipping wine, listening to the greatest of the greatest. Alchemist, Larry June, if you can we get an instrumental album just with this?
Oh man, yeah, he needs to do that.
I need these beats stripped.
Yeah.
I love Larry.
Yeah,
I need these beats stripped too, though.
That'd be amazing. That'd be amazing, man. But the project, go back to you. You said this is your favorite Larry June project to this day. Why is that?
Because of The Alchemist.
He said everything I just said, nigga. You didn't.
No. I don't even mean it in that way. I just mean the mesh between Larry June and The Alchemist is so perfect to me. I don't have every Larry album. There's at least one song that I can move past. I can't go past any of these songs on this album. Every single one hits to me, and it's because The Alchemist took it there.
Yeah, I feel that.
Not that Larry's not going to take it there, but they just complemented each other the entire album. Palisades, California, Orange Village, Ocean Sounds is one of my favorite. That guitar on Ocean Sounds is insane. What Happened to the World? We talked last pod just seeing the title of the song about how great it was going to be.
Yeah.
I played What Happened to the World, and it was better than I thought it was going to be when I thought it was going to be amazing.
What that nigga just say?
I was better. I mean, it was better than I thought it was going to be when I thought it was going to be amazing.
Got you.
I already thought it was going to be amazing.
Yeah.
These niggas exceeded my expectations.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why I didn't expect Wiz Khalifa to do so. He did.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I didn't expect The Alchemist to do so. The beat did. I don't know why I didn't expect Larry to do so. It happened. Yeah. That might be my favorite song on this album. It's definitely my favorite beat on the album.
What Happened to the World?
Yes.
That one? Yeah, man. But like I had mentioned before the release of this project, I had said that this, you kind of mentioned this as well, that this would be special for Larry June. I said this would do good things for his career. This would take him to, you know, a point where, yes, I know more people are on Larry now. A lot of more people listen to him, but I think he's really being respected now as a great rapper.
Absolutely.
With a great flow and his own style, his own brand. Niggas respect you in the game, in the industry when you're like that. That attracts people to want to make music with you. You know, that's why we get to the point of him doing an entire project like this with The Alchemist. It took this nigga years to get to this point. So it's just, man, like it's just good to see. I enjoyed this project from start to finish as well. I have no skips. There's no skips.
There's no skips.
There's no skips.
There are no skips
on this project, man. Even the songs that were already out, the 3 singles that they released, the placement of every one of those were amazing.
The placement of 89 Earthquake was amazing.
And you know what? That's my favorite beat.
You think so?
That's my favorite beat.
I know you used it for Song of the Week one pod.
I don't know what it is about that song, but that beat takes me places, man.
Inside face ass. It takes him places.
It takes me places, bro.
It's just like the cover of the album. Mm-hmm. It's taking you places.
Yep.
No, but what I was gonna say about 89 Earthquake when we started talking about it was this fit so well into the album. It wasn't one of my favorite singles they released. There were 2 or 3 singles that were okay.
I believe, yeah.
It wasn't one of my favorites, but
as a single,
it fits so well in that album.
Yeah. It was number 2 on the project. So like, yeah, right after the intro, I agree with you, man. It's just to start the project with that song. I think they did a great job with that.
To start the project with Turkish Cotton, they did a great job.
Yeah.
I sent y'all a message in the group that said, them niggas killed it from the intro. Like they like to warm it up in the intro. Mm-hmm. They're going to get you settled in. It might not be the best track on the album. They're headed like for a nominee for like best track of the album on track number 1.
Yeah, that's tough.
All the way down to the outro.
Yeah.
Margie's Candy House. They killed it on that.
I was going to say, Larry, his outros for sure, bro. He always killed the outros, but I'll have to go back and say really the intros as well. But I just agree, man. From start to finish, they just did a great job of the placement of the songs.
Amazing.
The production, the song selection, because, you know, when guys really lock in, when it's just a collab tape, when it's an artist and a producer, they make a huge pool of songs. It's probably 30, 40, 50, 60 songs recorded, right? So to know that and to know that they only chose 15 and the 15 sound like this, like we said, there's no skips. Just an amazing project by Larry June The Alchemist, man. I can't say anymore.
I need to check out the documentary. You said there's a documentary
of the recording process. So that's another thing, man.
That's what I was saying. I was just gonna say I wish I could see the recording process, but then he's been telling me to watch this documentary, so he probably would have said some slick shit. So I just
no, not even that, bro. Because with the setting, everything that we mentioned from the start, there were many studio locations where these niggas is locked in and recorded. So it's literally, like I said, like it's a movie being made, you know? So when niggas talk about ocean sounds, like he's really overlooking the ocean type shit. Like it'd be like,
is that how it was during the recording process? Maybe, I was right about this shit.
Maybe not about that specific song. I don't want to say that, but there were times where, yes, bro, like they're in a home and they're recording in the living room and you look out, you can see the ocean.
Is there wine?
Yeah, it's one.
See, look, I was right. I was right.
It's only like 15, 20 minutes, bro. It's a cool little watch. But yes, it takes you through the process of them making this album or this project. And so you just see the creative process. That's something that I love. And I wish more artists would do documentaries, bro. Let us see you.
A lot more are doing it these days than before.
Still not enough, though. Still not enough.
You can thank Drake for that. Drake and Jungle started the rapper documentary era.
Think so?
Absolutely. What niggas were doing documentaries before that? I mean, of course, unless they were like VH1, BET, MTV, things like that. But when Drake got that Apple deal, or when he was warming up for it, whatever, when
What a Time?
Not What a Time. The other one that's abbreviated.
Right before What a Time?
If you're reading this, it's too late.
Yes,
if you're reading this, it's too late. When that came out, that's the one that Jungle came out on.
Okay.
And he had that entire Jungle documentary that came out with it.
Right.
He started the trend with that because that's when Apple was posting the documentaries on iTunes.
Gotcha. Okay.
After that, everybody had a fucking documentary. They're getting back to it. Not everybody's doing them.
Yeah. It's just
we could use more.
Yeah, like I said, I think. Well, I know me as a fan, I just appreciate that more. That makes me appreciate the music, seeing how it was created. Because the song 60 Days, right? I'm just telling the doc. But anyways.
60 days.
60 days. Spoiler alert, I'm telling. But anyways, you can go watch it. There's a part in the documentary where Larry hears 60 Days for the very first time. Like, Alk is on his beat machine cooking, right? And Larry's just sitting behind him, right? Just getting in the zone. And he hears 60 Days for the first time, and he just loses his fucking mind. So like seeing an artist hear the beat for the first time, like shit like that is just cool to me. So yeah, bro, check it out whenever you get some time.
I definitely will. Do you have any more remarks on the album? I give this album an A+. I give every album that dropped this weekend an A+. I said we were gonna stop saying whether we liked it or whether we hated it or not. I downloaded every single one of these albums to my phone. They're all downloaded.
Yeah.
I already had Call Me If You Get Lost, so I just downloaded all the new tracks. But I even like the artwork on that. Are you ready to move on?
Yes, sir.
We had a couple of songs we wanted to talk about, or maybe just one, and then we got some things to mention.
Okay.
Quavo, he stepped out. He's got another track out. Mm-hmm. He's on a promo run as well.
Yep, we got Greatness.
He's got an album on the way as well.
Yep, now we get Honey Bun.
His new track, Honey Bun.
Honey Bun,
he premiered a new mask. Half his face was gone. He said because he lost half of him.
Right.
With Takeoff passing away. Mm-hmm. Nevertheless, the track Honey Bun drops. A portion of it kind of mimics the 21. Can you do something for me?
Yeah.
Can you hit a little wrist flex for me? And he does his own Honey Bun version of it.
Right.
But let's just talk about the song in its entirety. What do you think, Cari?
I'm going to be honest with you, my brother.
Lie first. Yeah. I want to hear lie. Yeah, lie first.
I just want to let y'all know that Quavo is about to drop the hardest rap project of 2023, simply based off of this song, Honey Bun.
Just this song?
Just this song, Honey Bun. He's the greatest rapper out right now. You talked about Tyler, the Creator, earlier. No, nigga, you forgot to mention Quavo.
Okay. He's smacking shit right now.
Right. No,
he's spanking shit. That's what he said on the track. He's spanking shit. He
said spanking. I didn't like that. But no, man, let me be honest. I don't like this song whatsoever. It starts out okay. It has a nice little flow. He's rapping, going crazy. But then he gets to that point in the song where he goes on that Drake flow, like you mentioned, Drake and 21 Savage, Rich Flex. And I'm just like, it doesn't fit, Quavo. What are we doing here? That flow did not match this song or this beat. Why would you do that? And then after that, the song is just not good. I had to just pause and think about it, bro. Like the bars it just didn't live up to the hype.
Downhill from there?
It didn't live up to the hype. I'm not gonna say it's downhill just yet. It's only been 2 songs. I'm gonna give Quavo.
No. I'm saying
the song,
after that certain portion of the song, it was all downhill from there.
You can turn it off at that point. You don't even have to listen to the end.
You go on.
So Quavo, like I said, I'm not gonna write him off just yet because this is only track 2 for the new rollout that we're going to right now.
Yeah, and this is Quavo we're talking about.
Right, but there was just a lot of hype behind this for obvious reasons. We know the beef, Offset, we know Takeoff, right? I don't have to reiterate that, but we talked about last week, this possibly featuring Yee. Obviously, it didn't. But outside of that, there's just a lot of excitement behind Quavo right now. This is the time where you're supposed to put out the best music that you've probably ever put out in your life, right? This is your moment to shine. And you lay an egg. I don't like this song whatsoever. To me, this adds no excitement to your solo career, your rollout right now. This don't make people want to listen to your album.
Yeah, and I was looking at the public's reception.
Me too.
They fucking hated this.
Everybody said he needs Offset.
Yeah.
I was just like, all right, chill. But
I saw a couple people in the comments, they were like, oh, so it was Offset and Takeoff.
So I was just about to say that as well, man. This is something we always talk about when we bring up the Migos. Previous pods, we've been doing this for 5 years, but we always talk about who's who in the group.
Right.
And we've always said that Offset is the guy who probably is the Beyonce, has the most talent, could always
the most versatile,
maybe break off and do his thing.
Absolutely.
Takeoff was the one who brought the flow, the cadence, really
the real bars,
the mold to the group,
the mesh. Yes.
Right? And then you have Quavo, who is just the quarterback. He's gonna get on the hook. He's gonna put it all together. He's
your front man,
right? He's orchestrating everything. So I'm reading, posts and blogs, and I'm seeing things from fans, and they're saying the exact same thing that I just said right now, which we have been saying for years. I'm like, oh, y'all finally, it took to this for y'all to realize that? Y'all didn't know that back then?
Everybody should have known that.
I don't know if Quavo can carry himself as a solo artist lyrically. He's going to have some fire hooks and get some fire features and just throw his little melody
fire writers.
Whatever he got to do. But that wasn't it for me. I did not like this song. I'm not saving it to my phone. I'm not playing this no more.
I know when it comes to QC, Takeoff is gone and Offset is no longer with the label. Of course, Lil Baby is the one that's the hottest, but Quavo is the big dog over there. So I'm sure he can get anything he wants released. Mm-hmm. If we're named Quality Control Records, we need to have some more quality control and not release that shit.
You're saying, how did this get out?
How the fuck are we letting one of our premier or the top artists besides Baby, and we can kind of count Yachty these days.
Absolutely. No disrespect.
How are we letting Quavo drop music like that on a promo run? Y'all were willing to test the waters with that one?
As your second lead single to the rollout, you come out with somebody else's flow. I'm just like, who does that? Quavo doesn't do that.
And the song's not a year old.
Yeah, that shit just came out last year.
It came out in November.
This nigga, he gave Drake 6 months, and I need that.
Drake, you mind if I
bro?
Drake was like, just give me the royalty.
I ain't like that, man. I just Quavo, like, you ain't gotta do that, You could do your own thing. Quavo ain't never had to copy nobody's flow. They copy your flow. They copy Migos. What are we doing? I didn't like it. It was disappointing. Like I said, there was a lot of hype leading up to this release. And like I mentioned, for obvious reasons, I'm disappointed.
I'm very disappointed with this. And because I was such a fan of Greatness when Greatness released, I'm still a fan of Greatness. I play it all the time. We gotta pop back out with a better track.
Got to.
And even further than that, this song better not be on the album.
Yeah, I don't need it. We could leave that one off. Honey Bun?
I said this about certain other artists, and I'm not gonna bring their names up right now. You dropping music like this is showing me that you don't have that shit in the tuck. Because if you really had that shit in the tuck, you'd have a single for us. Not that one. You would have a surefire single. Just like when we talked about Travis and the others, that when they drop, they have singles ready.
Right. It's not it. It's not it.
But when you pop out with your singles, you're getting close to your album being done, or your album is done already. I wouldn't say Quavo's album is done already, but it better not be done if it is.
I think right now, going back to what you said, just with the whole label aspect of quality control music. Shout out Scooter Braun.
Shout out Scooter Braun. Shut the fuck up, Corey. Shout out Scooter Braun for real though, but the way you're saying that's fucking crazy.
I'm being an asshole. I apologize, but to me, I don't think Quavo's project is nowhere near finished. I know they're working on it, but I think, like you mentioned earlier, I think they are trying things with Quavo right now because what does Quavo album sound like right now? This is just a rhetorical
I don't know,
question,
but it better not sound anything like that freshman.
but that's my point. Just a rhetorical question. Like, he doesn't even have a sound. Like, he has a sound, but like for what this project needs to be, we don't know.
They're in such
He's never done it.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
No,
off.
go ahead.
They're in such an odd position because most artists drop a solo album so early, even if they're from a group, they get that chance to feel it out early, and then they know where to move and where to pivot for their second album. Besides Takeoff, and I feel like Offset even has somewhere to build off of, but their albums were so bad. They don't even have a direction of where to go next, especially Quavo. Now, like I said, Offset has a little bit to move from somewhere because his album had somewhat of substance in it.
And
Takeoff,
he has the bars.
yes.
Yeah, so he could make it regardless.
If Takeoff would have had a sophomore album chance, I would have had no questions about his because he already has somewhere to go. He could have dropped a second, what was it, The Last Rocket? He could have dropped The Last Rocket 2. That doesn't make sense, but it could have happened. But with Quavo, his album was so bad. What was the name of that?
I think it was self-titled. Quavo.
Please tell me it was not called Quavo.
I believe it.
No, it wasn't, Corey. His album had a name.
You sure?
Yeah, it had to have. Quavo's album.
Quavo Honcho. I mean,
No way, Corey.
come on, bro. I'm not making it so.
Quavo Huncho. Everything from the content of the lyrics, the quality control, the positioning of the tracks, the cover, it was all bad. It was all bad. So much so
that you don't know what to expect next.
He doesn't even have something to go back into the label, not back into the label, back into the studio following your first album and being like, all right, this is where I follow up. When Kanye did Dropout, knew exactly where to go with this.
Yeah, because it worked. He had nothing. Yeah, he has nothing to work on.
50, go straight in, do it right after that. Section 80 for Kendrick, we can go straight in, do Good Kid.
Yep.
If we have Sideline Story for Cole, we can go straight in, do Born Center, because I've done this with this album. Now I know where to move next. Quavo didn't do shit with this album.
Yep.
Where do you go from not doing shit? All he has to do with this album is something.
He said, fuck it, let's try that Drake shit. Since I don't know.
That better not be on this album.
Since I don't know, let's just sound like Drake. That's what everybody else do. I guess we should try that, QC. What's going on over there, man? I don't like it.
None of them want to accept a position. Why don't Quavo just like accept a position at QC? Like a high end, like Coach KP type of role.
Retired? Quavo can't retire.
He can, bro. He can.
No way.
He can be like, if Vince Staples doesn't have to continuously drop music, Quavo definitely doesn't.
But the thing is, he ain't had one of them hooks that just knocked us off our feet in a while, right? So he need to get consistent. If he get consistent with people wanting him for feature and he start killing hooks, then yeah, he could go away for a minute where he not doing solo shit.
Or he can get a Honda deal. You see what that nigga Vince is over there doing with every fucking car existable? That nigga just getting, as long as you use blue, I'll do it.
Is it Honda?
No, he's got like
Acura.
He's got two different ones.
Oh,
he was Acura and then it was Kia, or one of the two.
Oh,
he's got two.
This nigga's amazing.
His fucking blue car floating. Is it magic? Is it magic? Shout out Vince.
But I mean, that nigga's lyrical. Quavo is missing just that lyrical part of his sound right now. Not saying bro can't put some bars on wax, but right now, because greatness had that lyrical content.
Quavo can do TV. Look at me. I'm trying to do anything to get that nigga to quit.
I'm like, no, this nigga's a rapper. But nah, we'll see, man. We'll see. Like I said, it's early. I'm not writing them off fully, but we expect more. This is Quavo Honcho. Like the album.
You think Offset called LL Cool J and was like, yo, if Quavo asks you to get an NCIS, no.
I'm pretty sure he did.
Okay.
I think that was really in the contract from the very jump.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he's Beyonce. He said, "Hey, if I'm gonna do this one time, this got to be the only time."
This is back when he was fucking with them still. He was like, yeah, like, don't put any of them niggas in it. Just me.
Right. This what started the beef? The NCIS episode?
We think it's Sweetie. It was LL Cool J the whole time. Imagine LL Cool J being the reason that started the entire beef.
That's so sick.
Imagine LL Cool J.
Whoa.
Bleep that. Bro, I'm sorry.
Damn.
Nah, but just imagine LL.
I don't want to anymore. I really don't.
Like, damn, nigga like that?
Nah, that would be crazy though. But yeah. The TV episode starting the beef is some crazy things, man. Hopefully that's not the case. Who knows? We'll never know.
Who was it that made that? I don't know if it's a conspiracy. Mm-hmm. There's some celebrity that said like LL like kidnapped their. You not remember that?
No, I don't remember that one.
No, you're one of them.
No, I swear I don't. I just don't remember. But yeah, because you know my mama, that's her favorite artist.
LL like killed or kidnapped or somebody.
Hey, did Ray Lewis do it?
Are you crazy?
I'm just asking.
Ray Lewis definitely did.
I'm just asking.
Why do you think every tackle he ran down to the middle, like the 50-yard line and prayed about it? Every tackle, it could have been first down in 10. This nigga gets a tackle, runs straight to the 50 and prays.
Chill out on Ray Lewis, man.
I'm sorry, man. Shout out him.
He got off though. Where's the jacket? Let me stop, bro. My bad.
Are you real conspiracy with it? You deep into it. You knew the story.
I know the story.
Yeah.
I know the story.
I might have to tap back in. I was like, damn, what jacket?
Yeah, bro. It's crazy. This story was crazy. But shout out to Ray Lewis though.
Did he do it?
I ain't gonna say he did it, but man, it's just interesting. There's
wasn't it at his house though?
Not at his household. I'll just go through it real quick. Some situation, late night, nightclub, after the club, limo, drive, people in the limo, somebody gets stabbed and dies, right? But Ray Lewis allegedly had a suit on, like a white suit, and it was blood on his suit. They don't know what happened to that suit, that jacket. It was specifically the suit jacket disappeared. That maybe was some evidence, maybe, blah, blah. But it was a jacket that Ray Lewis was wearing, and that whole disappeared. So, yeah. Well, who knows, man?
Well, it sounds like Ray Lewis said, y'all leave me the fucking fuck out of this, and I'm going to burn this jacket.
Yeah. And then I'm going to get saved and pray at the 50-yard line.
Every tackle.
For the rest of my career.
Yeah. This nigga has 14 tackles or in a game and prayed 14 times at the 50-yard line. And before the game started and after the win.
That's a long game. I'm just going to let you know, bro. That game going to last for hours.
14 tackles?
Bro, if we pray after every tackle, like, we trying to get back into the game.
Yeah, that's why they stopped putting Ravens games on TV. No, it's fine. Nah, bro. Shout out Ray praying ass, though. He did it. Where are we at with it next?
Moving on, like you said, we're going to just mention some songs. Also,
that Quavo. That shit was bad. Bad.
Didn't like it. But just some other songs that came out over the weekend as well. We'll start with Currency, Jermaine Dupri, and T.I. They dropped a song called Never Fall Off. This is the second single for their project, which is actually dropping this week as well, I believe on Tuesday, tomorrow.
That's the only track this weekend I haven't heard.
Really, yeah. I had it on, but I wasn't paying too much attention to it. But
either was I.
The project between Currency and Jermaine Dupri, we finally getting that for motivational use only, I believe is the name of that. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that was a nice one. What else did we have up?
Nardo Wick and Lil Baby. They dropped a track called Hot Boy.
Okay.
Out of the singles that came out this week, this is probably my favorite one. It's a banger. You said you were gonna end up adding this to the workout playlist.
Yeah, I heard it one time in pre-production and I felt the energy behind it.
Okay.
So yeah, definitely a song I think would sound good in the gym there.
And you could tell Baby's warming up for something again.
Yeah, he's
in everybody's shit.
He's on the way for sure.
More mentions. Rod Wave, he dropped a track called Fight the Feeling. We thought Rod Wave said he was done with the heartbreak rap.
Sad music, heartbreak rap. This is another example of just the sad music. And I love I love Rod Wave to death, man. He's a very talented and very artistic person, man. He's very well versatile. He can sing and rap. Obviously, we know that. So he's a great guy, but I just don't like this song, man. I don't know. Like
bad.
When somebody says they're not gonna make music a certain way anymore, then they make it, and it just A lot of his music sounds the same, man. And
Yeah.
I love it, but I can't listen to it.
And I said it's bad. It's not bad. It's just for a rod wave, it's almost redundant these days.
Yeah, that's a good word.
Yeah, if you don't know what redundant is, stop listening.
Dummy.
And look up fucking redundant.
My bad.
You fucking idiot.
Sheesh.
Bitch.
Sheesh.
I'm sorry. I went too far.
This nigga crazy.
I went too far. I'm sorry. I went too far.
This nigga crazy, man.
But check that out if you do want to hear Rod Wave. It's called Fight the Feeling. Like I said, I don't think it's bad. I just think he makes a lot of the same sad rap.
Correct.
Moving on, the last thing we wanted to mention, Ray Shrimmer has announced that Shrim for Life, a.k.a. Shrim Life 4, their newest album is going to be releasing on April 7th. They're going to have 14 tracks, and they're going to have features from Future, Young Thug, and that's it.
How you feel about that?
I like sports, and that's it.
I like sports, and that's it, yo. That's funny.
I don't know what to think about this album. It's not getting the promotion reception that I think they hoped it would be getting. They don't have the tracks to push it that I think they hoped they would have. Mm-hmm. And there's not a lot of buzz behind it, Corey.
I agree. And I mentioned this one of the very first times where we brought up them, coming back. I mentioned how they just don't have that same excitement behind them. We don't want to hear the No Flex Zone and
somebody
Black
come
Beatles,
get her. She dancing like a bitch hoe.
But I had mentioned, man, like I respect these guys more these days as solo artists, and I agree with you. Like as a group project, I understood us wanting to do the For Life, and maybe this is the last installment and things like that. Let's make it big. But yeah, people are just not looking for it, and hopefully, with the songs, with the features, maybe it'll wow us. But right now, with the only song out being Tanisha, Pump That, and they may have another one, Torpedo.
Excuse me?
That's the name of the song.
Pump That?
In parentheses, Tanisha. In parentheses,
we're just going to call
it
Tanisha.
My fault. Torpedo, I think is another one that's out. You got a song called Diamonds Dancing. What you thinking, man? Is this
hey, can you put that Pump That on?
This going to sound like 2015 Drake and Future?
No.
Nowhere close.
Do we think this Eminem samples on there? My lean's gone cold. I'm wondering why I. But what I will say about this, of course, everything needs completion, which is why I'm glad Kendrick was able to do what he did with Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers over at TDE. But to see everything out to its completion is important.
Yes.
If they feel that's what they need to do with Shrim Life 4 or Shrim for Life, whichever you would like to call it, I'm all for that.
Same.
But nothing is forever. Nothing's forever. And it's time to see Sway Lee as a solo artist. Sway Lee could be such a huge act. He could be one of the biggest acts in pop music. We need the solo album from Sway Lee, and we need it soon before that window is over. Now, I think he's one of the most creative and artistic artists in the game today, so I think his creativity is going to span for quite some time. Mm-hmm. But while his name is still prominent, we need that rookie album from him.
I agree with you. It's kind of hard because, yes, Sway Lee is somebody that's very respected from the artistic standpoint.
He's a writer for a lot.
Right, so I know what you mean. Like, he could more than likely find his own lane at any period of time.
Right.
Because his sound is one that goes
he can create
with
whenever.
The game, right. He goes with wherever the game is at that point. But also, agreeing with you as well, it gets to a certain point where it's like, bro, we've been waiting on it for so long. We keep getting teases and snippets and we lose our interest. You said it before, and I think Yachty specifically said this, fans are fickle. We need it now. You can't just keep...
They'll move on.
Yeah, you can't just keep, hanging it over us, bro. Like, okay, here it is, and then you never get it, so...
From Ray Shrimmer, it already seems as though we've moved on.
As of now, yeah, just because it ain't been a lot of pub, but we'll see.
That's another thing that I was going to say. Ray Shrimmer is Ray Shrimmer, and they're trendy niggas. All they need is a couple of those is going to pop on TikTok, Corey, and it's over.
But I just wish they would already have one out because this is another thing we talk about. Just I think we were talking in pre-production about this, just about how niggas used to roll their albums out
right
in the CD era. You would have 1, 2, 3 like hot tracks, like radio hits.
We're out of that time.
Commercial songs, right? And I know we're out of that time as far as like how commercial things can get, but you can still give us singles that'll be like, okay, they probably got some shit on their album. A lot of people will put singles out and it's just like, yeah, it sound good, but be like, I gotta wait to see where they gonna place it. If it's gonna sound like, why can't niggas lead with great singles?
Some don't even want to drop singles. Some just want to drop the album, like Ray Shrimmer.
I guess, man, it's cool. Cause like I'm kind of contradicting myself because a lot of my favorite newer artists these days do this exact thing, and that's just what it is. That's the wave now. I get it, but for somebody that's trying to make like a comeback in a sense, you know, whether it's for the group or whether it's for their solo careers, I think you should come out swinging.
What I will say is, I thought it was up in the air until I just started doing some reading down this track list. Number 4 is Not So Bad, Lean's Gone Cold. It's for sure going to be on the album.
Oh, I said that earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, I said that.
Cari.
Yeah.
They got it with that one.
That's one.
Why the hell is this not the single? This should be a single.
I think because Sway may be on that by himself.
But still, and not even from the pop standpoint that Ray Shrimmer is, the hood been waiting on that one.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Stan, so everybody knows what he's doing regardless, and it's going to be a big song because he's flipping Stan. But it's a lean flip on it. The same way Youngin Ace did a flip on with Who I Smoke, the When I See You, or whatever it's called, 1,000 Miles, some shit like that.
1,000 Miles, yeah.
This should have been the lead single. Got an Eminem clearance, and you holding it?
Hey, who knows?
You want a platinum album, right? A number 1 album. You lead with this.
Yeah. Who knows? But I think Sway's on that by himself. And I would think probably that's why they wouldn't come out with that one. But who knows, man?
Takeoff wasn't on Bad and Bougie.
You're correct.
Drop that shit anyway. Amazing.
You're correct.
In any track that you hear of Ray Shrimmer's, I love Slim Jimmy. And there's points that I think he's the better artist. Sway's gonna carry it anyway. Why would we not drop this track? All right, I'm gonna stay out of that. We were just mentioning that.
Yeah, it's coming Friday though. This upcoming Friday, Shrimp for Life. We'll check that out for sure.
The TikTok thing is set in stone now for me. Now that I know that Lean's Gone Cold is coming out.
Oh yeah, that song gonna do numbers. Sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's over. It's over. This album sells.
Okay.
Everything that I said before is over. It's gonna do great. I'm just gonna do well. But let's get into the actual news. Yesterday, because you know it's Sunday still. It's Monday today, but we recorded on Sunday. Saturday was the day Dreamville Fest started. We are on day 2 right now. It's actually Sunday. It's going on right now.
Yep.
Dreamville Fest. We saw Usher perform last night. It was April 1st. He pulled an April Fool's joke. He told everybody Beyonce was coming out. She was not there.
Of course not. Come on now.
Nevertheless, Usher still put on a hell of a show. We got Drake, J. Cole tonight.
Yo.
Have you been watching it?
I was about to ask you the same question. So, you know, I mentioned my Saturday was completely booked. Like I was gone all day. So I didn't catch none of it on Amazon Prime. It is streaming on Amazon Music, Amazon Prime. But no, I didn't see it. Did you?
I didn't see any either, but I saw clips from Usher's performance.
I did.
Usher was putting on a clinic out there.
I was going to say, I heard Usher was in his bag.
Put on a fuck clinic.
He went deep in his catalog and just put on a show, man. And it's crazy to say Usher is on top of the R&B game. He's the king of R&B right now, bro. Who's killing Usher right now?
Usher is the king of R&B anyway.
Yes, but I'm just...
No, but what?
I'm just saying right now.
You just saying what?
Usher's the
hottest.
What is you just saying? He's the hottest in the game right now.
He the hottest in the game.
Okay. My bad.
You saying right now, what's good, bro? We moved his chair and shit.
Damn.
My fault, bro.
All for Usher?
For Usher? Yeah.
I was say,
damn, no, I can't be like Tom's wife.
I was going to say for Usher?
R&B dancey ass, sexy flexy ass nigga.
Yeah.
What's crazy is, you know those little Funko, the action figures that everybody keeps in a box these days.
The candy you used to put in that? Is that what you're talking about?
That's a Pez thing.
Oh, my fault.
No. Easter Sunday ass nigga.
My fault.
Funko. The one that nerds have the Star Wars and they have their different superhero action figures. Yeah, FUNKO. Type that in.
Yeah.
The different toy boxes.
I think so. Yeah, I'm looking. What about it?
I don't know why it's pulling up the wrong shit for you. They have an 8701 Usher one, and it took everything in me to not buy. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about now. Yeah.
Why didn't you get it?
What am I gonna do with that?
I mean, yeah, facts. I mean, I was gonna say that would be if I walk into your crib and I see this motherfucking stuffed doll of Usher, I'm gonna be like, hey, bro, because he got his shirt off.
I would have just had I probably would just have it sitting somewhere but
that's fire
near my desk. That was so fucking fire when I saw it.
That's fire, and that to me, that's probably some collectible shit. How many are those being made? Are they limited the numbers? Or
don't make me go back and get one.
I'm just saying, man. Some years down the road, that could be worth something.
I doubt they're limited, but yeah, it was also like $30. So I was like, okay, am I gonna up to 30 on the action figure here? But I'll probably go back cop now that I'm having this conversation. Fuck, why is it talking me into it?
That's cool though.
It just reminded me of all the times I was 4 and 5 years old walking around the house with my shirt bust open like this, trying to be Usher from 8701. I really did this. Like, I want y'all to look up the cover of 8701 Usher and know that I, at age 4 and 5, was really dressing like that on a daily.
That's crazy.
Like, I'm walking out in the living room, kitchen type shit. My mom was like, yo, button your fucking shirt up. I'm Usher. Stop playing with me. I'm Usher. Stop playing with me. After the night.
I'm Usher.
You got it bad. The fuck?
Yeah. Nah, I mentioned before on the pod, there's certain points. Shout out to my brother Garland, man. I gotta find these pictures. If I ever find these pictures, I'm gonna post them on the pod page. But we got pictures of ourselves dressing up as Usher, bro. We had money, like fake money, obviously, like in our
belt,
in our waistband, in our belt, in the front.
Because for some reason Usher was a male stripper.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Then we had on white beaters with the shades, and we had like play phones, bro. We thought we was Usher. So yeah, I know what you mean. That's why I say that would be something that would be cool if you were to get that. So don't feel like you're not gonna be a man if you get that, bro.
Oh no, that's not what I was feeling. What are you trying to say?
I'm just saying,
that wasn't even what I was thinking.
My fault.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
My fault.
You think that I would think that about me? You think that I would think because you think that I would think that about me?
You just gonna bring presents to my birthday and my birthday party?
My birthday.
Damn you.
What's wrong, bro? Nevertheless, Dreamville Fest Day 2 is going on right now.
Yep.
I'm excited to see Drake and 21. Drake and J. Cole tonight.
Absolutely, man. We definitely gonna catch that tonight. I'm super, super duper excited to see that. This is just like a once in a lifetime shit. You know what I'm saying? To see both of them niggas on the stage together, man, it's gonna be amazing.
Are you looking forward to hearing In the Morning? Their only track together?
Oh, In the Morning? I was like, what you talking about? They got the Jodeci freestyle too.
I forgot about that. They snuck that one out.
Yeah, they definitely got to do that. But yeah, that would be cool to see that because I don't think they've ever performed that one. I know they did Jodeci freestyle at like Dollar in the Dream, some shit back in the day, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know if I've ever seen them niggas do In the Morning, so that would be crazy. You know they are, though. They got to do that one.
Baby, you win a time code. Drake's lines were corny now that I've grown up and actually listened to it.
And you know what's crazy? And I've never said this about my favorite artists, man. J. Cole had a lot of corny bars back in the day coming up as well. This was a stigma on him coming up in his early days of his career.
The Therapist era?
The Therapist era, but even going into Cylon Story.
Okay.
Going into Cylon Story, like the cheese, eggs, and potatoes, Barbados, things like that.
Yeah.
You think I'm the shit, I ain't even fart yet.
My mind working like Play-Doh?
Mine working like Play-Doh. It was a lot of...
I get that he's doing like Play-Doh and then playing on Play-Doh too.
Uh-huh.
But
no, that was some shit they were saying back in the day about him as well. But niggas move out of that.
The night is still young. Drink that dinner wine slow.
I'm trying to make them goosebumps on your inner thigh show.
Ew, Drake.
I'll let you meet me there as far as finish lines go.
Yeah, and if you gotta leave for work, I'll be right here in the same bed that you left me in. Creepy.
Yeah.
I love thick women because my aunt, she rode equestrian. Drake, shut up, nigga. I used to go to the stables and get the kids to bet me.
Oh, well,
listen, yeah.
She let me.
I'm joking. You nasty motherfucker. That thing is poking.
I mean, you kind of like that girl that's in the U.S. Open. Yeah,
I got some hidden agendas that you provoking. Listen, I got bath water that you can soak in.
Things I can do with lotion.
And then he told you to get your wet body out of the fucking.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
I would be pissed the fuck off. If you don't dry off.
He said, don't need no towel. We can dry off in the covers. If you think you can get out of the shower and come dry off in my covers and you make my bed damp, not wet. The thing is, I can deal with wet and I can deal with dry. Right. Don't make my shit damp.
Damp, you gotta go.
Oh my God.
I'm putting you out.
My shit's soggy fucking with you.
I'm putting you out.
Get the fuck out.
Niggas be lying in their raps, yo.
I'd have been so mad. So you didn't want to dry off before you laid down in the bed, but I'm naked, but you're damp.
That's funny.
Soggy motherfucker.
That's funny, man.
I'm looking forward to hearing that song, nevertheless.
Absolutely. And shit, man, Dreamville Fest. It looks like it's been great. I saw some pictures from day one. I saw, like you said, clips from day one. People who perform are going crazy, man. So it looks like they're able to put on another successful show. But yes, definitely gonna check that out, man. We'll come on Thursday telling y'all about that J. Cole and Drake performance for sure.
Right. You ready to move on?
Let's do it.
Let's stay in Drake because Drake has listed his home studio on StuFinder for $250,000 an hour.
Oh, okay. So this is what we was talking in pre-production. You had asked me like if I knew what StuFinder was, and I said no.
Yes, you don't know what StuFinder is.
Right. So go ahead, educate me.
StuFinder, which is actually very convenient, I would say, that's popped up in the rap game maybe within the last 5 years. I don't know if this was just like a regular startup thing or if this made it through Shark Tank or something like that.
Okay.
If you're on the go or if you just don't know where to find a studio, you can download the StuFinder app, and it's basically like Google Maps for studios.
Like an Airbnb for studios.
Absolutely. You can just click on local or the nearest ones to you, book your studio time, show up. Some include an engineer already, some don't. Okay. And you can just get your work in. So it's been a pretty convenient thing for up and coming artists that don't have a set studio to be working at, or they don't have their home set up, finished, and they need a studio to lay their tracks down at. Okay. They'll get on StuFinder. And we've been seeing recently some more prominent artists placing their studios on StuFinder, and they have a pretty hefty tag on it because of their name and their notability, or notoriety, should I say. But no one would have ever thought Drake would list his own home, but he did. And he slapped the $250,000 an hour on it. We've already got bookings. Riff Raff booked 2 hours.
Oh, yeah, I just saw that. Is it worth it? Do you think that's worth it, bro? That's a lot of money. Now, I get it's Drake.
There's no engineer.
Not worth it to you?
Are you out of your fucking mind? Hell no, it's not worth it to me. Anybody that's doing that is just doing it to say they're doing it, because I'm sure there are other studios that has what Drake has in there.
Yeah, for sure. Of course. We know that.
So at that point, you're just paying to be in Drake's
for the name
space.
Yeah. To be in Drake's space, when you put that title on and make it sound nasty.
And it is nasty. You're paying $250,000
to be in Drake's
for
space
60 minutes in Drake's home. Are you out of your fucking mind? And do you think that the tracks that Riff Raff is about to come out of the studio with are going to be worth $500,000? He's not going to make $500,000 off those songs.
He is going to lock in, though. That nigga probably cook up like 50 songs in that 2 hour period. Niggas like him that make them short 1 to 2 minute songs, he gonna be in that bitch cooking. But no, man, I'm just joking. I don't think that's a good idea. I would never spend this much bread on
absolutely not
on that experience. And I get it, it's Drake, and I know artists look for inspiration, and they have to go to different places to find that. And you see Drake's name on this app, StuFinder, it looks appealing to you. I get it. I understand somebody like Riff Raff. If you want to spend your money, spend your money. Me, I'm not doing it, man. I don't have to be in Drake's space to create.
And the thing is about it, unless you are Riff Raff, who is Riff Raff and is already notable in this game. I hope y'all know that even if you pay the $250,000, them niggas are gonna escort you directly to the studio, and when you're done, directly out. I don't think this $250 comes with a full tour of Drake's home.
A meet and greet?
It's not fucking happening.
There's no meet and greet.
You're not even getting to tour the home.
Yeah.
You're going straight to the studio.
Yeah, it's no meet and greet.
And I promise you, it's not the studio Drake records in.
Of course not. Come on now. And on top of that, you have to get a passport and a flight to Canada. We're not even talking about the extra expenses. Niggas not even getting a full picture here. That's a lot of bread. You
got to bring your people in, and don't have it like don't let it be something that you're not finished writing. You better have your tracks written, the beats lock in, formulated.
We gotta lock in.
You better lock in, nigga.
We ain't got that much time.
2 hours. You know niggas that do tracks for days and don't come out with a whole song. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know what you niggas in there doing, but.
Cooking.
Drugs.
Cooking.
Drugs.
Cooking.
This is a full sentence. Cooking drugs.
Right. You already know.
We could do cooking, period. Drugs, period. Cooking drugs, period. Or drugs cooking. My fault.
I was going to say, I don't know about that
one. You're not paying the $250 for Drake Studio?
Never, bro.
Okay. Now that we got that established, we can go ahead and move on. Offset said QC's blocking it from dropping music, Cari.
Are we surprised?
No.
Okay. Just making sure.
I don't know how much of it. Of course, if QC wanted to just release him, they could just do that. But I don't know the inner workings of how he was able to sign that deal with Motown. I don't know if he was fully off of his QC deal when he signed it. Mm-hmm. From what he and Cardi B said, he bought himself out of his QC contract.
Correct.
QC said, no, the fuck you didn't. You still owe us this, and that. And even the tracks like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, that's why you saw it come off of all of the platforms, things like that. And that's why when it came back up, it had QC under the information because it was supposed to be a Motown track. They were saying, no, this is QC. Mm-hmm. It's all up in the air. I feel like we were supposed to have had an album from Offset out by now, but there are legalities stopping this between Offset, Motown, and Quality Control.
Agreed, man. And it's unfortunate for Offset because he needs to be able to release music, man. He's there. He's there. He has everything, the push, the excitement, the rollout, the features now. You know, he's put out 2 features this year so far. He was on DJ's Drama tape, right? And then somebody else tape, Lil Key. He got a nice feature on there, man. But this is Offset's time. This is his time to really take off. No pun intended, man. But it's unfortunate that QC, if it is true, is still holding him back.
What I will say is if QC is holding this music, this is the worst position and time possible, because if there was any love that off the strength of love we could get things worked out between Coach K, P, Offset, that's over. Now you got to deal all that with Scooter Braun and that other company that you did not work with prior, that you're just in the mix of label problems as they've shifted owners. That could get really, really bad. Because we've seen how Scooter Braun act holding that music out. Nigga, you won't drop. You won't get this music. You're definitely not walking away with it. Y'all saw what he did with Taylor, nigga.
Yeah,
he squeezed that.
He's only going to be able to take 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and on. What was supposed to be
he's not even going to get that.
I think he may get that, but he's not getting nothing before that, because at that point he was going off of just being a solo artist. So I think that's why he may be able to get that. But everything before that, bro, like that's them. That's QC. He's not gonna be able to take none of that.
Hey.
You hate to see it, man. You really hate to see it. I have here from the Radar Online, it says the label claimed it had an agreement with Capitol Records that required Capitol to assign all of Capitol's rights in sound recordings obtained by Quality Control's accepted artists that it had furnished to Capitol back to Quality Control. The rapper wants his newer agreement with QCM to trump whatever the agreement the label had. So just back and forth, man. But you are correct. It says here Offset paid his label. Remember, he said handsomely. A nice, pretty penny. So just a lot going on, man. If money has been paid, if you agreed that this guy should be a solo artist, why is it getting to the point where he's not technically a solo artist or he can't release his music? Just unfortunate things that I hope they're able to figure out quickly, because Offset time is right now. He can't miss this window.
He can't miss. By this window, do you mean 2023?
Yes.
Yeah.
This year he can't miss, bro. We need that Offset project this year.
We cannot go a year without Offset. And I don't like that everything's not going as exactly perfectly as he planned.
Every time.
I hate it. Everybody knows how it feels when you got a project, not even music. If you have any kind of project that you're working on and you need it to go perfectly, and everything goes everything but from takeoff to the QC not being behind you, to a lawsuit with them, to y'all telling me my music's not my music. Now I got to pull my single, this, that. I postponed my album
twice.
The road couldn't be bumpier for Offset, but I think that makes it all the better if he still gets to drop this year.
If it's fire.
He's been through a lot, so I think it'll be fire.
Nah, yeah, I don't expect nothing less, man. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. Let's stay in rap for a little bit more. The Breakfast Club, Power 105, Power 106,
Power 105.1.
Yeah, Power 105's The Breakfast Club is now in cahoots with iHeartRadio. We already knew that based off of Charlamagne the God, iHeart Music, Black Effect. Yep. They're doing their thing over there. But The Breakfast Club is now set to air on television, on BET and VH1. I'm not sure what day you might have that day, or unless it's every day at 9 a.m., following their partnership with iHeart.
Yeah, it'll be every day. It says weekdays starting April 17th.
I really like that. I'm not going to lie. I really like that. The moment we got this headline, I sent it to y'all and I told y'all, this is going to start changing the tide to bringing music and music information back to BET and VH1, things like that. Mm-hmm. We already talked about how soon we're getting a new owner of BET, whether that's Tyler Perry, whether that's Diddy, whether that's someone completely different. But this starting, The Breakfast Club as a TV format, we've always saw it on YouTube and we've saw it on the Revolt TV show, but moving over to a BET or VH1, that's huge.
Yeah.
And it can change a lot for everyone who supports music being brought back to BET or the MTVs, the VH1s, things like that. So, yeah. Viacom.
That's a great point. I wasn't thinking of it that way. But I do think that would be important, just not only from the music information, just everything that comes with music videos, the interviews, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just a missing art.
Right.
That conversations like that can be had on The Breakfast Club, which will now be on TV, you know, and it could be something that's seen regardless of if you have heard of The Breakfast Club or if you never have heard of The Breakfast Club. Because like you said, with it now just being strictly a YouTube platform, that's something that you normally have to go search for.
True.
You know what I'm saying? But now with it being on TV, this is going to have more people attracted to it. So if it works out that way, I think that would be a good idea. Bringing that music back to BET, VH1, that is something that we need. And we've talked about before, man, even like MTV, all the shows that we used to have back in the day, like we've lost that part of music. And
absolutely, we've lost that.
And I think that is affecting music, bro. Like, I think that's sometimes why the shit don't hit the same. We don't have that attachment no more. We just get songs on songs on songs every week, and then you forget about them. There is no enough interviews. I won't say no, but there's not enough.
Not TV interviews, not enough music videos, not enough music channels that's pushing it. So, yeah, this can definitely turn out to be a great idea if it works this way that we're talking about. I would love to see it. Don't worry, Cari. We got them.
We got them.
We got the people. But yeah, I don't have too much more
Yeah.
on it. I think it's going to bring a lot of change to BET. I'm looking forward to seeing this in TV format. Yeah. And I'm looking to see who ends up owning this company, but we'll talk about that another time. We've already talked it. Let's move forward because we got a few more things to talk about. We're out of music. We're out of artists at this point. Sports just for a while. Okay. Steph Curry. He's done the LeBron, Cari.
What happened?
Steph Curry has signed a lifetime deal or a lifetime partnership with Under Armour. And it's going to last, they said, beyond his retirement, basically until he croaks.
Till he croaks. But yeah, I did see something about this over the week, man. And this is just big because not only with that, they also mentioned his brand, specifically the Curry brand, which is, the partnership through Under Armour. Mm-hmm. He's going to now be the president of his own brand to moving forward as well. So
yes, I'm looking at this now. Curry will take on a new role as president of the Under Armour's Curry brand and will work across categories such as basketball, golf, women's, youth, and sports style to deliver new products. Yeah,
that's amazing, bro. That's amazing.
From what I heard, this is also like LeBron, being that this is going to turn out to be in its entirety $1 billion deal.
Of course.
So within these next 15 to 20 years, because the way Kobe was locking down those investments is the way LeBron locked down those investments, is the way Michael locked them down, is the way you're going to see Curry lock them down. Curry's going to be one of those next ones you see become a billionaire. Mm-hmm. That's insane, man. Who not who would have thought, but just being a kid that wanted to play basketball, who would have thought it made you a billionaire? Or would have brought you the alleyway or the avenues to make $1 billion. Not $1 million, not 100 million. I'm sure they didn't even think about the hundreds of millions in high school when they were just wanting to hoop.
Yeah, because niggas weren't making it.
They were just thinking about going to the league, making $1 million one day.
For sure.
Being a millionaire.
Yeah.
These niggas, the course of their lives are set up to make $1 billion. When they sit with their financial advisors and we talk about the next 20 to 30 years, they have planned out which year they're set to hit $1 billion. Think about that.
Money talks, man.
That's crazy.
Off the game of basketball. Off a game. Fuck it. I don't care what game, just off a game.
Think about basketball, rap.
Because at the end of the day, bro, it's just a game.
Nah, shut up, Cari. Shut up, Cari. Shut the fuck up. Cari.
It's more than a game.
I was just saying, Cari's bullshitting. He was an athlete, know well that it's more than just a fucking game.
But no, I'm just saying, like, from the smallest, like, really just breaking it down, like, yeah, niggas are getting $1 billion just off a game, bro.
And I don't even mean to make this harsh, from the standpoint of men and women that go in from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. every day and deliver children.
Come on now.
Do heart surgery. For women and men that come in from 7 a.m. to 4 or 5 p.m. and teach.
Where are you going?
The billion, it does seem just like a game to some of those people.
Yeah.
I didn't mean it like on no harsh shit, but I'm saying like to some people that look at it and they're like, yo, I should be getting paid, blah, 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 blah for this.
Yeah,
it's just and y'all getting paid billions for a game.
It's off a game, man. But
hey, that game sells.
I was going to say, and just the impact, man. Like, this is big for Curry, his family, and just the game moving forward, bro. Like, he's forever solidified, bro. It's on some Jordan, LeBron level, like we mentioned.
Because he is there with as one of the greatest players of all time.
Greatest ever, man.
Of our generation from 2015 on, he's been who the kids look to. Mm-hmm. Of course, it's always going to be LeBron until he retires, but we've talked so many times in here, not even trying to talk about Curry, but just talking about basketball in general, how Steph Curry has completely changed the way basketball is played, the way the ball is shot from the perimeter, the way you don't have to be beefed up and buff and ripped and physical to play the game these days. The reasons why everybody thinks they can shoot so much so if you're a power forward and a center, you can't thrive in the league today unless you can shoot threes too. That wasn't even like that. He changed the game for niggas 5 inches taller than him and 6 and 7. Yeah, he completely shifted the way basketball is looked at, played, all of that. This is Curry's game. Sorry, I went on the Curry soapbox, but
hey, he's a great guy.
Shout out that guy. His current contract with Under Armour was worth $215 million, so you knew when he re-signed, he had to up that.
And his contract with the Warriors is like $250 million too, bro. So yeah, definitely gonna hit that B status easily.
How much money do we have in this country? Because we just make it and throw it.
Money ain't even real.
I know it's not real.
It's like, bro,
it's not real.
It's fat. It's made up, man. And you see these other countries. I'm not gonna dive too deep, but you see they don't even want to use the dollar no more. It ain't worth nothing because we print so much.
Yeah, even though I just heard that in a couple of days or within the next week, the U.S. is about to announce we're set to give like another $2 billion to Ukraine for the war. Yeah, that's hey.
What's the election, bro?
Hey.
My fault.
Wins the election. Listen to this guy.
We're screwed, bro. I'm sorry. You got me here. But either way, no matter who you choose, upcoming, we're in for it.
I know. And that's if Joe Biden decides he wants to run again. Bro, because he's still
you can't let that man run.
He's still not sure if he wants to run again.
Hey, I'm gonna just let y'all know as a country, whatever we gotta do, we gotta storm the Capitol.
Cari.
We cannot let
them niggas are still in jail.
I'm just playing, bro. But nah, bro, we can't let Biden have another term, yo. I don't even know what he be doing up there, man. Sleepy Joe, man. Wake up.
And we ain't heard from his fucking assistant in 3 years.
Sleepy Joe, where you at, man? I'm trying to reach you.
Sleepy Joe.
Anyways, I'm sorry.
But we can move into Donald Trump right after that, and then we can move on. We got one more thing to talk after that.
Let's do it.
That time has finally come, Cari. It's here. Mm-hmm. We never, ever thought this would happen. I, for sure, never thought this would happen. Supporter, hater, or not, Donald Trump has been indicted by a Manhattan grand jury on more than 30 counts related to business fraud, Cari.
Damn.
Of course, this is federal, and at this moment, the information is sealed, so we don't have the specific charges and what for, but I'll just go into what CNN has put out for us.
Okay.
Donald Trump faces more than 30 counts related to business fraud and an indictment from a Manhattan grand jury. And according to two sources familiar with the case, the first time in American history that a current or former president has faced any charges like this. Of course, they said it remains under seal, but the district attorney's office has been investigating the former president in connection with his alleged role in hush money payment schemes and cover-ups involving adult film star Stormy Daniels that dates back to the 2016 presidential election. Grand jury proceedings are secret, but a source familiar with the case told CNN that a witness gave about 30 minutes of testimony before they voted to indict Trump.
It's a lot of words there. Let me ask you a question. He's indicted, yes. Mm-hmm. Does Trump get sentenced? And does Trump go behind bars?
30 counts? He gets convicted of something if they have 30 counts, Cari.
But does he go behind bars, or is this just another fee that's paid?
I don't know. These are criminal charges.
Yeah.
So
yeah, 30 counts a lot. I'm just asking. I don't know the answer.
Trump, the same way we said Trump would never be indicted on charges, thinking that Trump would be arrested or hearing that sentence just sounds alien. It doesn't even sound real. Mm-hmm. So I lead to say, hell no. Even if he's convicted, he doesn't go to jail. But we're seeing new things that we never thought we'd see anyway. So maybe he does get found guilty. Maybe you see the first president or former president see time behind bars, Cari. Today's times are different.
And nigga, Trump's entire campaign and presidential run, it was different. So
it was different than any other president.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if it all ends in flames.
We tried to tell niggas before, but niggas didn't want to listen. This is why you let politicians do politician jobs. Trump, I love Trump, and there's some great things I think he did while he was in office. Trump should have never been in office. And this has only caused mayhem for himself.
Hey man, it's the American people, bro. We voted for him.
No. They voted for him.
Right.
You ain't gotta say we.
I meant the country.
You're right, yes. I know what you meant. I was just being funny.
Right.
But I ain't vote for that nigga.
But I mean, maybe he had a great resume.
He did.
I know.
He's fucking Donald Trump. But I just... You could tell that they wanted to find just anything to stick him for, because out of anything they could have indicted him on in the 4 years he was president, they pulled the Stormy Daniels case out, Corey. We had to talk in pre-production about this.
Yeah, you got to get him for something.
And those congressmen up there, they weren't going to do it.
Not anything related to his actual
conduct as a president.
Because I said this in pre-production, like if Trump go down for anything that's government related, he's taking everybody with him.
Absolutely.
So it wouldn't make sense for them to be advocating for counts or indictments related to anything that may have been controversial during his presidential campaign, right? But that Stormy Daniels shit, that's outside. That's outside of the White House.
Let's go get him for that.
Let's get him, man. And they finally, I think they've been working on this obviously since 2016, but I think just like diligently, niggas have been working on this case because it is the only thing that you could possibly get him for. And we're starting to see that unfold. Of course, there's going to be way more to come with this.
Oh, yeah. This is the tip of the iceberg.
Yes.
This will be going on and will be prime time news for the next 12 months.
This is crazy.
More than that.
That nigga always find a way to be at the front.
Well, because of these court proceedings, what I will say, because I think it's going to last quite some time, Donald Trump will not be running for president. I know. That's hard to even say because his ass will get right on that campaign trail.
I want to see him act the ass. You know what I'm saying?
Me too. But if a warrant's issued for his arrest at some point, he's not running. But
just for the funniness of it, bro, everything that comes with it, the media, like I just want to see that nigga go on a run.
Me too.
Bro,
you said on the run or on a run?
Both.
I'm about to say, because if this nigga does this OJ and AC style,
let's do both.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Trump on the run is crazy. Where does Trump go?
Russia.
Oh, absolutely. North Korea.
Oh my gosh, North Korea. Yeah. He'd go take a seat with Kim Jong-un.
Mm-hmm. Probably already got a private house waiting for him.
Definitely.
Him and Dennis. That's where Dennis Rodman stay when he go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
When Dennis Rodman just wants a break from his family, he goes to North Korea.
What a trip. What a vacation.
What a day. What a day.
What a vacation, man. But yeah, we'll see with that.
Yeah, of course, like we said, tip of the iceberg. We got more to come from that moving forward. But let's go ahead and move on to our last topic. Car, what the fuck is wrong with Jonathan Majors publicist, or Jonathan Majors lawyer, and Jonathan Majors girlfriend?
All of them. The whole team.
What the fuck did I read over this week, Corey? So let me just kind of give a gist, and I think you might have article type shits. I don't know. But we started last week when Jonathan Majors was arrested for alleged domestic abuse. He was said to have assaulted and strangled his girlfriend. Mm-hmm. We were like, man, that has to be cap. She lying on that nigga's name, man. Free that nigga Jonathan. He was immediately released from jail. As they said, it was just protocol. They had to arrest him when they receive a call like that.
Right.
Even though that's the case, we still want to see this through to the end to figure out, well, did you put your hands on her? What really happened? What's what? But Jonathan Majors' lawyer was so eager to clear his name, he posted some screenshots between Jonathan Majors and his girlfriend following his release from jail.
Mm-hmm.
And it made Jonathan look 10 times worse than he even looked before we didn't know what was going on. Do you have that?
I surely do, man. I'll start with the first one. This is allegedly from the girlfriend, like you said, text message to Jonathan. It says, please let me know you're okay when you get this. They assured me that you won't be charged. They said they had to arrest you as protocol when they saw the injuries on me, and they knew they had a fight. Well, they knew we had a fight. I'm sorry. I'm so angry that they did, and I'm sorry you're in this position. We'll make sure nothing happens about this. I told them that it was my fault for trying to grab your phone. I only just got out of hospital. Just call me when you're out. And then there's one more paragraph I'll skim through. It says they just called again to check on me, and I reiterated how this was not an attack. And they do not have my blessing on any charges being placed. I read the paper they gave me about strangulation, and I said point blank, this did not occur and should be removed immediately. The judge is definitely going to be told this. She ensured this to me. I know you have the best team and there's nothing to worry about, and I just want you to know that I'm doing all I can on my end.
No, you're not. She made this so much worse. But
everybody made this worse.
Yeah, the lawyer did as well by posting this.
This is horrible.
And in those screenshots, we were able to come to the conclusion that she tried to grab his phone and he choked her until she passed out, Cari.
Yeah, strangulation, man.
And then she told him it was her fault for grabbing his phone.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Not only did they give the clear alley-oop for every woman who's ever been physically harmed and abused to go, that's what all women say when they've been abused and they just want to take their man back because they're afraid.
Yep. Oh, Cari. I wish I had the exact term. There's a term for that.
Gaslighting?
Not gaslighting. There's like a medical term specifically.
I know. I think I know what you're talking about too, and I don't know it. It's almost on some like brainwash type shit.
Right.
Like he has her. But Cari, this isn't even a joke, but we're gonna get into the seriousness of shit later. Does this definitely mean we're not getting the Dennis Rodman movie?
Oh yeah, you can trash that. Marvel?
Oh yeah, you thought you were having a show come out with these niggas?
Marvel?
Boy, fuck you.
That's already in the trash.
Oh my God, they canned that shit. They're so mad they signed him on. Michael B. Jordan probably unfollowed this nigga on Instagram.
I better find somebody else for Creed 4.
Absolutely. That's done.
Come on now. But no, man, it's looking ugly for him though, for sure.
It's looking so bad, Cari.
Very bad. Very bad.
Who told his lawyer to do this? Mm-hmm. Everybody. This is how you know niggas have no street anything in them or any sense, period. If a case is pending, you shut the fuck up. Yeah. With the type of resources, and I don't even, you know what I mean by resources, that Jonathan Majors has, he doesn't need to say a fucking word. He shouldn't even step into a courtroom. With something as, not petty, but something if you think you're going to get it dropped this easy, you don't say shit. You don't say shit about it even when it's over. What in the world, Cari? But his girl self-sabotaged him.
Yeah, that's why I said on every party here, nobody's doing a great job. This is a bad PR move.
Absolutely. Is that PR or is that just his lawyer being a fuckhead? Because it wasn't his PR.
Oh, man, he just has a bad lawyer.
His lawyer posted. Who told him to put that out?
Yeah. They're so busy trying to save face, man, when you really, like you mentioned, I agree, bro. A situation like this, you just got to let this play out.
Sometimes it's better to say nothing.
Especially if y'all are so sure that he wasn't going to be locked up and do any time. There's no reason to say anything. Just let it play out.
That means they weren't so sure.
Maybe so, man.
They just had to clear his name. They just had to. And look what the fuck you did.
So I found the phrase that I was looking for to go ahead and get a little more deeper and explain it. It's called fawning or fawn response.
Okay.
And so it says the person in crisis, in fear, desperately trying to blame themselves and placate their abuser, protect their abuser specifically. So this is very common, like they said, among people suffering from the trauma of intimate partner violence. So obviously, I mean, I won't say
That nigga
obviously.
look like his right hand strong.
Right, bro. You try to see
He strangled her right after training for Creed?
Oh, yeah. That nigga stocky.
Imagine Rock training his girl. I mean, Rock strangling his girl right after he finished training for Hercules. Fuck.
Any movie that nigga does.
Yeah, I know. That nigga could have been training for the Princess Diaries. And what's the shit he did with Madison Pettis?
The game plan.
He could have choked somebody fresh off that fuck around, killed her.
Game plan was crazy, man. But what I wanted to get to just with that response from her, it's just not a good look. Obviously, I've never been in a domestic violence situation. I can never had that experience in my family. I can only read from, these people, but
Same.
It's not a good look, man, because me not even knowing that had a term for it, I already just reading that, right? Just blindly going in and reading it. I'm like, oh, they trying to save face.
Absolutely.
And she's trying to, I don't want to get him in trouble. She's feeling like it's her fault. She feel like she fucked up. I'm going to ruin everything for him, so let me do as much as I can.
Let's damage control this.
And it's just not a good look, bro. It's not good. It's not a good look for Jonathan Majors right now. And I hate to say that because he was really climbing.
Super duper promising.
Fast.
He looked like he was on the same way that I said a few months ago that Michael B. Jordan is what we have in this game today that the 80s and 90s had as Denzel Washington. Jonathan Majors was climbing that ranks fast. We had Michael B. Jordan and we had Lakeith Stanfield. I was already ready to open number 3 up for Jonathan Majors. They closed that.
He closed it.
He closed it. He closed his fist on her neck.
Shit, bro.
Huh. I was really looking forward to the Dennis Rodman movie.
Same.
They're still gonna do it.
Just not with Majors.
It's not gonna be Jonathan Majors though.
So
I wonder what Lakeith looks like as Dennis Rodman.
Nah.
Michael B. Jordan.
Nah. Jonathan Majors fit that bro perfectly to me. I don't know who else could do that.
We should have got Notorious era. Who was it that played Tupac? Oh, he would have smoked it. Hey, this Tupac, nigga.
Oh, bro, I can't remember his name.
Who played Tupac in the last movie? We can't get him to do. Nah.
The lookalike, the one that looked just like him.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
We be like, man, what the fuck is Tupac doing? I mean, he's got the nose ring down. All we got to get him to do is the hair.
That's about it. Can't find his name, bro. Damn.
Oh, well, man. We can come back on Monday with his name.
For sure.
Or Thursday with his name, I'm sorry. But I think that's all that we had to talk about.
Yep.
All right, man. We're going to go ahead and get out of here. That was episode 226 of the Rise and Grind podcast. We'll see y'all on Thursday. It's your boy, Roderick.
I'm Jakari.
All right, man. Let's get out of here.